Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since I've made a video, almost 2 weeks, so I figured it's time to sit down and do a nice haul video. The star of today is Rose Girls, or RG Wax Company, owned by Miss Jenny Oaks from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. It has been quite a while since I've done a Rose Girls video on my channel. I had a ton, and I still have a good bit of Rose Girls in my collection. But fall time, Jenny does some really amazing slammin' good fall blends and holiday blends. So I treated myself the last couple of weeks. I bought an order here of her mini melters that she did. It was like on a Wednesday at like 3 o'clock or something like that, the day the sale was. I don't quite remember now. It was a couple of weeks ago, I think. I just got this order today, Saturday, and I'm excited to film this. Like I was saying, I love Rose Girl stuff, and I forced myself, I muted the group on purpose, I should say, because I want to really melt through my Rose Girls that I have. And now that I'm tapering down to only having a handful of bags left, I thought now's time to really get going with some fall blends. So without further ado, here we go. So happy Saturday, everyone. If you were in the part of the country where you could see the eclipse this morning, Utah was one of the states where you could actually see totality Ring of Fire. That was about 3 hours south of where I live here in Utah, but we were able to see, I think, 93% totality. And it's pretty cool. When we first moved here to Utah, there was another eclipse. I remember, I think it was 2017. I think that was the last time it happened. I remember watching that one too. So if you were able to see it this morning, it's really, really cool. You know, it's something to see if you're able to see it. And I know that sometimes us in the United States here, just because where we are on the planet, we don't really get to see all the cool stuff. That it seems like most of the eclipses and such happen south of the equator. At least that's what I've picked up on. So you're not here to talk about stars and suns. We're here to talk about wax. So let's get going. So I'm addicted to wax. I really am. It's my passion. It's my hobby. I love home fragrance. I have for almost, let's see, probably, yeah, I'm 39, so I would say probably almost 30 years. I started young. I had fragrance in my home growing up as a kid. I've always been into smell good stuff. So now that I'm an adult and I own a home and I have all that stuff, I love home fragrance. I'm here to stay. I'm a wax customer for life, or as long as I'm able to continue buying. So Rose Girls, as I said, owned by Jenny Oaks. Her mom, Kathy, who owns Scoopable Wax Melts, is having a really good pre-order right now for a couple of days with her mini loaves. So I feel comfortable saying that because that's Jenny's mom. So if you haven't checked out Scoopable Wax Melts, go for it. It's really good. So next I'm going to get into these mini melters. Pistachio Eggnog Ice Cream. Now, I love pistachio, and honestly, I've been looking through my collection and I'm really low. I'm really low on pistachio blends, and I'm like, how did that happen? Probably because there aren't a lot of vendors who offer pistachio, and when they do, it's few and far between. But I really, really like the oil that Jenny uses in her pistachio. So the eggnog ice cream, I thought would just be, this is going to be a supremely creamy pistachio blend. So this one here, it's got the integrity of the pistachio, and her pistachio is a stronger pistachio. I don't necessarily get cherry, but I can see how a lot of noses could pick up cherry from this. My nose, personally, I don't pick up cherry from pistachio, but I do recognize there are many of you out there that do. So that's why I want to warn you with this one. If you're in that group of people that pick up cherry from some pistachio, this one would probably be one that pulls that way for you. The eggnog ice cream, this is creamy. It's creamy. It's a little bit spicy. Not spicy as in super spicy or off-putting, but it's got a little bit of spice to the eggnog. It's not necessarily cinnamon or nutmeg. It's more of a blend, kind of like if you have a glass of eggnog and they do the sprinkling of the spices on top and you smell that layer. That's kind of what I'm trying to describe to you. It smells like a little bit of that nutmeggy cinnamon concoction, but not necessarily one or the other. You know, it's blended together beautifully. That's what this one here smells like to me. I have a couple samples in here. I'll do these ones last, of course. Next, apple clove honey beignets. So, apple clove honey beignets. I love honey, and honey isn't used very often in wax, in my opinion. And this one here, that it's nice. It's got, beignet is very strong. You know, beignet, of course, are the famous, I don't want to call them donuts because they're not donuts, but they're the New Orleans from Café du Monde delicacy that a lot of us, I have never been to New Orleans. My husband has many times and he loves it. So one day we'll go. And those are the bakery goodies that have powdered sugar on them and then have a little bit of a unique sweetness to them. That's what I'm smelling in this here. And a little bit of clove, but sweetness of honey. Honey, of course, is a natural product, not man-made, so it has that natural scent to it. Honey scent. If you have never really smelled honey in wax, get a bottle of honey from the store or, you know, your local beekeepers or wherever you get your honey. I always have local honey here in my home. It's really good for helping naturally tame your allergies and a whole host of other things. But the honey, it smells just like fresh honey. So if you like honey, you would like that one. Next, this one is flannels and leggings. Flannels and leggings. This one here is apple fritter, honey, again, cornbread, and chai lattes. I don't remember grabbing this one, but I guess I did. So this one, you know, I think the reason why is because when I was going down the list on the website, I didn't see this one. And I think it was down towards the bottom. And, you know, then it sold out and it went off the page completely. But why I wanted to get this one here was I really like the apple fritter. I've had her apple fritter before and it's fantastic. I like her cornbread oil also. And the chai latte, you can never go wrong with that. That little hit of spice. And then honey. This is nice. I like this. I'm going to let that cure a little bit. This is a little bit light to me. But I know over time the apple fritter and those spices will marry perfectly together. I'll melt that one probably in November, we'll say. This next one here is Pear Pleasure Zucchini Bread. Pear Pleasure Zucchini Bread. This is pear, mac apple, and zucchini bread. Now, if you watch my channel and you have over the my channel will be 2 in November. So if you've watched any of my videos over the course of the last 2 years, you've seen me be obsessed with mac apple, and then I've kind of went away completely from mac apple. I'm very, very selective with what I buy with mac apple. It has to be blended, definitely with a bakery. I'm just, my nose is not really in love with mac apple straight anymore, or mac apple dominant blends of that. But I got this one here knowing how strong mac apple oil is. And you know, it's a beautiful oil. You know, it's in the blend. I like that she added the pear with it because pear, Jenny has a few other pear blends that I can think of that are just outrageously yummy. So I thought the pear and the mac apple together, that pear will tone down that apple a little bit. And then the zucchini bread, Jenny has a fantastic zucchini bread oil. If you haven't tried it, baked zucchini bread. I grabbed a bag. I've purchased a couple of baby hauls from Rose Girls over the last year, one in May and one last month before, something like that, just to get some staples. I constantly have zucchini bread going in my home. I really, really like Jenny's zucchini bread oil, and it's been a while since I've had it alone. I've been out of it for quite some time. So I did buy some of that. So I figure if this was a little bit too mac apple for me, I could always just throw some extra her baked zucchini bread in there with it. And that's what I think I'll do with this because it's a little strong on the mac apple, but it also has that pear to my nose right there in the background. So I'll have to warm this baby up and see what it does for me. Next we have, I got lots of apple stuff this time. This is Apple Clove Butter Peeps Cake. Now this one, Apple Clove Butter Peeps Cake. This one is apples, warm spices, sugar-covered marshmallow peeps, yellow cake, and buttercream frosting. I don't like peeps. in reality, and Peeps oil is just marshmallow to me. It's nothing special to me. But what I liked with this was I really was into the mixture of the yellow cake, the frosting, and then this apple and this warm spices. You know, the Peeps are kind of an afterthought in my opinion. In blends I've had Peeps with, it really hasn't done anything to the blend for me, but that's my nose. I mean, I know there's plenty of you out there who do enjoy the Peeps cake, and Jenny has a few Peeps cake blends. But this one here, let's see what this one smells like. This one, now, okay, this, honestly, this blend here, you have to like clove. And that's probably why clove is in the title here. This is very heavy on the clove. So if you like those molding spices, or if you pickle eggs at Easter time, those pickling spices, you have to like clove. This clove is heavy in here. And of course, you can have apple butter that has light clove or apple butter that has heavy clove. This here, I love that she added the buttercream frosting and the yellow cake to it to tone that down. And I'm anxious to see how this one will go. I've got a lot of blends here that are very November, Thanksgiving appropriate, especially all these apple ones. So this is going to be one I save for November time. Next is Absolute Gingerbread Eggnog. Okay, it's a coffee one. This is Absolute Coffee, Spiced Gingerbread, and Creamy Eggnog. I love all three of these things. Jenny has incredible, incredible coffee blends. Absolute Coffee is a great, great, great oil. Her gingerbread is yummy, and then her eggnog is good too. So this one here, that's nice. Oh, is that nice? It's kind of, if you've ever had gingerbread coffee creamer, I know there's a few, either International Delight or Coffee Mate. I can't remember right now. I think International Delight has, they have the Grinch as their marketing for their holiday creamers. And I think there's a gingerbread sugar cookie one out there now. I've had gingerbread creamer before. I'm just trying to think of something that's on the market now to kind of, you know, describe something that's, you know, close to this. I've had gingerbread creamer before, and it's got all of the essences of gingerbread that we want mixed with creaminess. And that's what this is like here with a kick of sorry, with a kick of coffee. Say that 10 times fast. So this one here is gingerbread, that nice, dense, molasses heavy, little bit of spicy, but trigger word, moist gingerbread. And this here is yummy. I love this. I'm glad I grabbed this one. This was one that was on my maybe, but I put it in my cart and said, go for it. This baby here is peppermint. Peppermint. Jenny has one of my favorite peppermint oils. This is just straight up peppermint. This is peppermint. It's so good. It is. I just had to inhale it for a minute. This can be used in a menagerie of ways. This could be used mixed with coffee. This could be used, you could even mix it with zucchini bread, peppermint zucchini bread. Why not? You could mix this with another mint, you know, maybe the, what is it? The rosemary, the one that's out there, I can't remember right now. It's an herbal one. Blend it with that. Rosemary mint, I think what I'm thinking of. You could blend this with yellow cake. You could blend this with Cookie Land. Peppermint Cookie Land is fantastic. Jenny offered that last year or the year before, and it was phenomenal. I loved it. You could even get Warp Zone. Warp Zone is one of my favorite Mario Melter blends. It's peppermint and some other stuff I don't remember right now. This could be just for when you're stuffed up a little bit. I know for me, fall allergies are horrible, and my nose runs all the time. So this is one that could be nice at night for relaxation, for meditation, when you're having me time in the tub at night with a glass of wine, if you do that, soaking in the tub. Peppermint, I should have grabbed 2 of these. And I don't know, I don't remember, I don't remember if Kathy has peppermint in her pre-order right now. I'm not sure, but I should have grabbed 2 bags of this because this is a really good one and it's strong. It's very, very, very strong. So if you're on the market for some peppermint, try Rose Girls if you haven't. It's a really good one. This next one here is Big Witch Energy, Espresso, and Secret Witch's Brew. Not sure what that would be, but I love the colors, the pink and the brown. Love that. Jenny always does an incredible job of color coordinating her colors together with what's happening oil-wise in the blend or the blend name. I love that. So let's see if this bag will open. Oh my God, is that good? Oh my God, is that good? Oh, it's almost like, oh, Secret Witch's Brew. Now that's going to be a secret, kind of like Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice is a secret. We just know it's a fruity blend. We don't know what's in it. This is, oh, it almost is like, it's got a Cookie Land vibe to it. It has, Cookie Land is funfetti cake, cookies, pretzels, toffee covered pretzels, I think. It's got that Cookie Land vibe to it mixed with coffee. But what I like in this one is that bakery. It's got a little bit of pretzel in it. I smell a little bit of pretzel. This is really good. Very good. This is not a complete coffee blend because the coffee is in the background. That Secret Witch's Brew is at the forefront. Fantastic, that one is. This next one is Where the Tree Tops Glisten. This is Fraser Fir, Balsam, Vanilla Sandalwood, and Royal Sugar Cookies. Now, pine is another one. If you watch me, you know that I went to town with pine when I was younger, and I do not really gravitate to or really want a just straight pine blend in my home. It's got to be blended with something. And I know a lot of you out there like pine blended with bakery, you know, cookies and cakes and such. And it's okay to me. It's okay. It's better than just straight pine. So what I went with this one is, first of all, Jenny said she was very, very impressed with how this one turned out. And I like that she's adding the two different types of pine, of course, the balsam and the Fraser Fir. Her vanilla sandalwood is a really good blender. If you haven't smelled it alone, vanilla sandalwood's an oil that I think a ton of vendors have out there. It's a little bit different. It's a mature vanilla. I like that one, and I like I like her sugar cookies. So let's see what this one smells like. I like this. It's not too piney. It's got a nice balance. I can smell the vanilla sandalwood in here. It's not bathroom air freshener or, you know, the trees for the car air fresheners. It's not like that. I don't like that type of pine in my life anymore. So this here, and it's not Pine Sol either, the toilet cleaner, not Pine Sol. This, I like the vanilla sandalwood component. I like the royal sugar cookies, and I really like the pine. The pine is very tastefully done. I love that. Next one. Haunted Bakery. Apple fritter, raisin bread, butter, and pie crust. Now, I'm an old soul, and I love raisin bread. I love raisin cookies. I love all that stuff. That's those spicy, yummy bakery things and filled fruit cookies. Raisin cookies, my mom ate those growing up. My mom is 80, and all of her sisters, for the most part, are over 80, and they all like those grandma, grandpa type of cookies. And I've told the story on my channel before about the filled raisin cookies at a local bakery here that are just phenomenal. This I grabbed because I thought raisin bread. Is that cinnamon raisin bread, or is it the raisin bread that you can get in English muffins and toast and stuff? I thought this is really, really good. There's a couple of other vendors that have raisin bread oils, and I love them. So this apple fritter, I told you I got a lot of apple this time, but that's nice. You have the cinnamon raisin and you have the apple. This is like a really good apple pie. All you need is some whipped cream or some ice cream. This is so good. I like this one. Haunted Bakery. Fantastic. Fantastic. Next. Cookies and Scream. Cookies and Scream. This is chocolate chip cookies, zucchini bread, cinnamon, vanilla, Brazil nuts, and coffee. So, lots going on there. I just had to get this because I thought chocolate chip cookies, zucchini bread, nuts, and coffee. That's quite a concoction there. So let's see. That is, you know, I'm not a chocolate wax person. There's very, very, very few chocolate blends out there that I really, really like. Most of it smells artificial to me. This one here, you can smell the chocolate chip cookie. But all the other stuff it's got going on in here, the coffee, the Brazil nuts, the zucchini bread, the cinnamon, that's a damn good chocolate chip cookie, if I must say. This is really, really, really good. That's a good one. Next, Cider Delight. Cider Delight. This is a new one, I think. This is Secret Cider Lane Bakery Blend. And I think this is actually on Kathy's pre-order too, this Cider Delight. So, this one here. Okay, Cider Lane. Cider Lane is a Bath & Body Works oil, or scent, I should say. It's caramel apple, mulled cider, a little bit of extra spices. It's really good. Cider Lane is loved by thousands of us. It's so good. And it's a really good candle too. If you know, I don't think it came out this year. I haven't really been paying attention to Bath & Body Works, but it usually is, I mean, it's a fall candle. This here, I'm not getting too much of a bakery part of this, but oh, that it's there, because it's not quite as punch you in the nose as Cider Lane is with the caramel apple and the spices. So it's got a little bit of that bakery to it. It's creamy though. Very, very creamy, not spicy. Very creamy, not spicy. I got 2 bags of Cider Delight because I really do like Jenny's Cider Lane oil, so I grabbed 2 bags of that. Next, another apple. This is cinnamon apple, peach, pumpkin, zucchini bread. I am a zucchini bread girl. Zucchini bread girl to the end. So cinnamon apple, peach, pumpkin, zucchini bread. Let's see here. That's different. It's different doesn't mean bad. Different is just, ooh, that's different. It's apples and peaches and spices and zucchini bread and pumpkin. It's a fall masterpiece is what this is. It's really good. And I like that she chose to put a little bit of peach in there because, you know, peach is a late summer, early fall fruit, of course. We just finished up with peach season. I love peaches. Peaches and watermelon are my 2 favorite fresh fruits in the summer. Nothing like it. And I like that she put the peach in there because it's a little bit pop and hit of freshness. I really, really like that juiciness it adds to it. And finally, I have 2 bags of one of my favorite blends ever that Jenny's offered. This is also on the Scoopable Wax Melts pre-order. This is blueberry vanilla sugar bread. Blueberry vanilla sugar bread. This is blueberry cobbler, vanilla bean noel, brown sugar, and baked zucchini bread. Oh, so good. If you like blueberries, if you like blueberry bakery, if you like cobblers, if you like zucchini bread, and if you love bakery, yummy, fattening goodness, do yourself a favor and pick this one up. I bought this a couple of years ago in 1 bag. I only bought 1 bag, and I absolutely loved it. I savored the hell out of that bag until last year, I think, or maybe earlier this year. I finished it up. It's gone. And this right here, I saw that Jenny was offering this one, and that's really what made me order this order, because I thought, you know, it's been a minute since I've had my blueberry vanilla sugar bread, and it was time. So I grabbed it. And now we're on to our samples, and this video will be a wrap. This first one here is raspberry jam passion fruit. This one here I'm probably going to give away because, yeah, passion fruit, papaya, mango, those oils don't translate well to me. Those are, you know, how some people are, you know, I don't like zucchini bread because it smells like feet, or I don't like, you know, this because of that. Passion fruit, mango, papaya, I like them in reality, the actual fruit, but the oils just, they don't translate well to my nose. So this one here is going to go into the moving on out of here area of my home. And this next one is carbs. This is a classic of Jenny's. This is donuts, cookies, and bread. And this is an incredible blender. It's good alone too, but this is just yummy bakery goodness. So that is my most recent Rose Girls haul, and I did put a little baby pre-order in of just 5 bags of mini melters because she offered a couple of ones I just had to try, a pistachio one at that. And then I think that her Mario melter pre-order is coming up pretty soon. Like I said, I have the group muted just for personal protection purposes of trying to protect myself from myself and buying. So I'll check that out because there might be a couple blends I want to try, and I want to see if she has any new ones this year. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you continue to have a beautiful and blessed weekend, and I'll see you soon.